Now, it has been 2 years since the James Webb Space Telescope was launched by NASA, and it has already sent back some stunning images. It's also made some astonishing discoveries, which are transforming our understanding of the universe. Our science editor, Rebecca Morell, reports.
The jaw-dropping beauty of the cosmos captured by the James Webb Space Telescope, from the Tarantula Nebula, where stars are born amidst the dust, to the death throes of a star, the Ring Nebula. It's throwing off its outer layers as it runs out of fuel. And the Phantom Galaxy, glowing eerily, with 100 billion stars amongst its spiral arms. These images are stunning, but they're also transforming what we thought we knew about the cosmos.
The telescope can look back to the very dawn of the universe, and it's revealing game-changing galaxies that are breaking all the rules.
It can see the cosmos 13.5 billion years ago, just after the Big Bang. Scientists thought the first galaxies would be primitive structures, but in fact they're mature, large and brimming with stars. They're forming far faster and earlier than astronomers ever thought possible.
We certainly thought that we'd be seeing things that were, I might call them fuzzy blobs of stars, collections of stars. And what we're actually seeing is fully formed galaxies, and when you look at them, they have sort of perfect spiral arms. You can see that these galaxies in the early universe already have those mature structures. And how does that happen? Well, that's something that I think the theorists are busy working on. Yes, so in that sense, it's really changing scientific thinking.
This isn't the only discovery that's shaking up the early cosmos. The telescope is also spotting a surprising abundance of giant black holes.
Black holes are scattered throughout the universe. This is the one at the centre of our own Milky Way. They form when a massive star dies and collapses in on itself.
What we're now finding with JWST is surprisingly large black holes already existing quite early on in the universe's history, when there hasn't been time to go through this process of stars forming and living their lives. So what that suggests is that actually these black holes are completely skipping the star formation part of the process, and the big gas clouds in the very early universe are just coming together so violently that they form directly into a black hole straight away.
We're also seeing the unexpected, closer to home, bizarre planet-like objects nicknamed jumbos.
This is the Orion Nebula, a star-forming region in the Milky Way. But look a little closer, and there's something incredibly strange. Huge planet-like objects floating free, not tethered to any star. These tiny pairs of light here. They're called Jupiter Mass Binary Objects, or jumbos, and they've left astronomers scratching their heads.
Nobody predicted or expected you would see objects the size of Jupiter orbiting around each other, freely floating. We thought we would see singles, isolated ones, but to find binaries like this, that's crazy. There's lots of follow-up observations we need to take, but that makes it exciting as well. That's why we build these machines. We don't expect to find the answer on day one, year one. This is a long journey for all of us now.
The telescope isn't just peering at the distant universe. It's also giving us a new view of our own solar system, from giant Jupiter with glowing auroras and a close-up look at the ice giant Uranus. Then there's Neptune, with the clearest view of its rings, and this is just the start.
We're not yet pushing the limits of what JWST can do. We haven't started doing that because what we're finding out now is just so rich in terms of new information.
So what's next for the James Webb Space Telescope? No doubt there will be more ethereal images. And it will start to look even further back in time as it continues its quest to detect the light from the very first stars to shine. Rebecca Morell, BBC News.